Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of the Fernando and Freddie
From the
Fernando
Fernando and
and
Freddie
Freddie
Show.
Show. Why isn't my name first?
Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of the Fernando and Freddie Show. This is part two of Do
Nos.
This and Get Rich. I'm Fernando.
And I'm Freddie.
All right, so in this episode, we're going to kind of talk to you guys a little bit more about different things that you can do in order to make money in hard times. Um, what um, right now being like with the coronavirus and everything going around. So a lot of
Okay,
people aren't. What's that?
I was gonna say, let me just tell the people this is what you want to do to stack your bag. This is what you're gonna have to do to hustle, to make your money, to put some money in your pocket, just in case you don't know what's happening in the world right now. Now go, Fernando.
So if you know me, I am super frugal. I mean, I will use that 25-cent coupon. Like if it's there,
I
I'm
was
gonna take it. I'll take the time. What's that?
when you said if you know me, I was literally gonna go. I didn't know where you were gonna go with it. I was gonna say thrifty, and then you said
Yeah,
frugal.
I'm frugal. Like I'm not like super like cheap. Like oh this, but I do what I can to save the buck. Um, and so I'm gonna tell you guys a couple of things that you can do right now. Super easy to do. And if you have a credit card. So, if you have a credit card, what you can do and what you should definitely do, whether you've been affected by the coronavirus or not, call your credit card company, talk to them. I'm sure they'll be very accommodating. A lot of the companies actually have different programs if you've been affected by the coronavirus. I know some of them are not charging you interest for a couple of months. Some are different your payments, so you could go 3 months no payments and no interest. But
But is
the
that?
really cool thing with that, what's that?
But are you gonna have to give a lump sum at the end of the three
No,
months?
it just puts a pause on everything. And the reason for that is
Ooh.
because I know people are struggling. So even if you've only been slightly affected by the coronavirus, or maybe you haven't been affected by it at all, you can still call and see if they have the option for you. Because could you imagine if you're carrying a balance to say, hey, you know what options do you have for me? They say, oh, you know what we're going to do? We're going to do no payments, no interest for 3 months. Pretty much just puts a hold on your account, nothing negative against you. But if you have the money and you can actually pay it down, can you imagine just paying complete, that payment going directly towards whatever you charged, no interest? So it might be an easy way for people to pay
Me?
things down. In general, anybody,
Oh,
you
I was
know.
gonna say
But
I don't do credit cards anymore. I stopped doing it.
but
I've learned why give away your money when you don't have to. If you can't afford it, don't buy it. Remember, if you can't afford to buy it twice, don't buy it once.
but a lot of things, there are a lot of benefits to having credit cards, though. And the
Like
main
what?
thing is with points. Points are a huge thing that a lot of cards offer. Now, and we'll get in
Mm.
this too. A lot of, we're talking about do this to get richer, but do this to not be poor. Um, if you are in debt, you have some credit card debt, and you are currently unemployed or you're affected by the coronavirus. There are different companies. You got to have a decent credit score to do it, but there are different companies that offer different credit cards. For example, Discover. You could open up a new credit card and you can have whether it's like 12 to 18 months, no interest on balance transfers. So if you're trying to pay off a card or you're affected by the coronavirus and you're struggling to get by, you could essentially open up a new card, transfer your balance on, and have low payments and have no interest, and you could either skirt by, or you can go through and you can make your regular payments without paying interest.
But I did read something on a Reddit that said you need to be careful about that because they oftentimes will conveniently forget to send you a statement so that you miss a payment and you lose that benefit because it is not the credit cards company's responsibility to send you the bill. It is your responsibility to pay that bill whether you receive it or not.
Yeah,
So just be careful of that. If you
but
don't receive that bill, turn that auto pay on and always pay
yeah.
it because if you miss one payment, you lose all your benefit. And then your interest rate will probably be double what your last card was.
So, I mean, that is something important too. A lot of times that people, like you said, they might miss a payment. So it's very important that you do go online and you do your bill payments. I mean, I go online to do my bills twice a month. I get paid twice a month. I go on typically within 3 days of getting paid, and I have a spreadsheet with everything. It's my version of like a QuickBooks, so I know exactly how much to the penny I have in my bank account at any given time. I mean, I could make a payment and I could mess up on it, the date. It could be, 10 days up, that's going to come out of my account. I might not realize that I did that, and I'm going to be like, hey, wait a minute, why is
but
my account off?
but why don't you just pay cash so you don't have to have any debt? You don't pay anyone any interest on your own money. I mean, in the
Well,
long run, I mean, what are
you're
these
assuming that I'm
points?
carrying a debt, but I'm saying this to somebody who is carrying a debt.
Okay.
So now talking about points. So for example, on my Discover card, Discover, it's a free card. So this is one of the options if you wanted to do like a balance transfer, and Discover is offering those. Discover card offers 1% cash back everywhere you go. So I mean, you go to the grocery store and you spend X amount of money, you're gonna get 1% cash back. Now, a really interesting thing that Discover does is called rotating categories, and it changes every 3 months. Wait, is it? Yeah, every 3 months, so every quarter, and whether it's a percent category. So sometimes they'll have like Walgreens, sometimes they'll have grocery stores, gas stations, and usually there's a couple of different things inside of that category. I believe this quarter it's wholesale stores and gas stations. I know that there's
When no one's
like
traveling,
right.
gas is
So
an all-time low.
but that's 5%. So, yes, they're probably banking on people who are going to miss a payment, but or hold a balance and get charged interest. But if you're going to pay it off every month, I mean, it's a great opportunity because one, the card is free, and two, you're just racking up those. It's cash. It's not points. It's cash back. And I don't know how much you actually discover. You don't have to have a certain amount saved. So I mean, even if you only have 50
But who
cents in your
takes
cash back,
Discover?
everybody takes Discover.
They do?
Everybody takes
Since
Discover.
when?
Yeah. Um, I mean, I've never once had a problem with a Discover card.
Oh.
I mean, Discover, Novus, and Diners Club. It's all associated together in one company, and I've never heard of a company not taking Discover. And I mean, unless you're
All the
shopping,
retail
like
jobs I had as a kid, we never took Discover and almost never took American Express. Like those were
times
always
have
the two
definitely
cards that you'd be like, no.
times
Hmm?
have definitely changed since you were a kid working retail. But I mean, there might be some places here or there that might not take American Express,
Yeah.
but I can definitely say that I've never been to an establishment that has denied me with Discover.
I know you almost never
Now,
can use your American Express in Europe, though.
really,
Yeah.
so a lot of times people are wondering, like, oh, why can't I use this card at a certain retailer, or why do they deny it? And it's because these
The
cards
fees
have
that
such good point systems that they're, giving back to their customers, that they're charging the merchant a higher rate. So, say for
yeah.
example, like I go to this little retail store, and if I use my Visa card, Visa will charge that merchant 1%, for example. But if I use my American Express card, maybe they're charging that merchant 3%. So a lot of merchants will say, I'm not going to accept American Express. But on the American Express topic, if you look through their cards, they have several different cards that are, good points cards. Now, you got to think, well, points, what am I going to use my points for? Points are great for traveling, but you just got to see what they're going to be used for, and how much your redemption value is. So I know that I have a American Express Blue Cash card. I pay $99 a year for this card, but the advantage is that I get 6% cash back at the grocery store. So when I go to the grocery store and I use this card, I get 6 cents to the dollar cash back into my account. And I just redeemed some points the other day, and it was, or I'm sorry, I say points, but I had redeemed some cash the other day. It was $80 sitting in there, and that was just from the beginning of the year. So if you go out and you do a lot of grocery shopping, a card like that would be very beneficial for you. You know,
Yeah, that's
um,
not bad. Use your
and I
coupons and
yes,
become one of those master coupon people.
and I think they do a couple of percents in other categories as well. I think it's 3 or 6% back for like parking and tolls, streaming services. So like if you do Hulu, Netflix, and stuff like that, you get cash back on that too. So that those are just some great examples. Um, So, like I said, call the credit card companies, if you're struggling or if you're in any predicament, and that predicament could be that you have a balance and we have the coronavirus right now. You can talk to them. There's a high chance that they will help you out, even if they lower your interest rate, right? So, going on, another thing that you can do too is you can go on and you can get your free credit report. When you pull your free credit report, you're going to see everything that's on there, and sometimes you're going to find something that maybe shouldn't be on there. Whether it be a company that you had previously been with, like maybe AT&T or a cable company, and they misreported some information on your credit report. Well, you can argue that. Sometimes, a mark on your credit report, it can definitely lower your credit score, and a lower credit score, you're going to get a higher interest rate, whether you're going to get a car or on your credit card. So the better your credit score, the things that aren't on there, if you don't have any missed payments, you don't have any late fees or anything any missed payments or anything in collection, then your credit score typically is going to be a little bit higher up. So that's another really good one you can do there too. Now, talking about coupons, there are two really cool apps that I religiously use, and that the first one is going to be the Target app. So with Target, it's a free app. You download it, and you can go around the store, and as you pick stuff up, you can scan the barcode. If there's an available coupon through Target, like a lot of times on their products, in store only, but a lot of times on their products, which are the Up and Up brand, it'll be 5% off. A lot of times, not every time. And then if there's any manufacturer coupons available, it'll automatically add them in as well. So I just bought some
But
dish
why
soap. What?
there'd be a manufacturer coupon on their Target brand or on
No,
the
on any other brand you're getting.
Oh,
So like I
okay.
bought some new Dawn dish soap that they came out with. It has like a little squirter on it. It looked really cool in the commercial. I'm like, I gotta get that. It was
Marketing.
$4.99. Right. $4.99, but when I scanned it, it showed a dollar manufacturer coupon. So when you
Oh,
you put everything in your
cha-ching.
cart and you scan, and sometimes if you're looking at two different things, you're like, well, two different brands, it doesn't matter to me. I'll scan both, and sometimes one of them will have a coupon and the other one won't. Well, the cheaper one that has the coupon is going in my cart. At the very end
Cha-ching.
of your cha-ching, the very end of your shopping, all you do is you take your phone and you scan the app at checkout, and all your coupons automatically go on. Target also
Jackpot.
has yes. Target also has the red card. Red card, you get 5% cash back. It can be a
Cha-ching.
credit card. It can be a credit card, and they also have a free debit card. The debit card is just like writing a check, but the advantage is you get 5% cash back. So it's right off the
Cha-ching.
top on your receipt. So anytime I shop at Target, I use my red card. You save 5%,
Jackpot.
and it's right off on your receipt. You see it right there. What you see is what you pay. Um,
Cha-ching.
Cha-ching. Are you going to add that special effect in?
I think I might.
The next app that I absolutely love is called Ibotta. You download the app and
You
pretty
did
much
what?
you link. When you go into the grocery store, you can look through on the Ibotta app. You tell it what store you're at. So say you're going to Kroger, Vaughn's, Ralph's, Stater
What'd you
Brothers,
get
whatever
me?
the store. Yeah, whatever the store that you're at, you click it, and then they have a whole bunch of different items listed in there. So sometimes you got to look through it, and then you got to add
Like
the
Farmer
item into
John
your
sausages?
like Farmer John sausages,
I miss
or
those.
maybe like a frozen pizza, or sometimes it's like
Or how
25%
about
off
some
milk, any
chorizo?
brand. Yeah, chorizo, anything. So a lot
Ooh,
of times
eggs, please.
it just really depends what they have on there, but a lot of times they have a lot of stuff on there. So, and like I had said before, different brands, but sometimes, you're going to go in there to get some ketchup. Well, maybe one brand will have a quarter off if it's cheaper
Heinz.
already. Yeah. So, you just got to look through the app, you add them in, and then when you go, you check out, you get home, you take a picture of your receipt, you hit upload. Sometimes there's little ads you got to watch. You upload your receipt. Sometimes it'll ask you to scan the barcode of the item just to confirm. But I have done very well there
And then
too. And
and what does it do?
what's it?
What does
Then
it
you get
do
the
though?
cash back. It adds it into your account.
Oh, I need this app. What's it called again?
I bought a IBO. I think it's
You know what, Fernando?
IBOTTA.
Look at you giving away these free plugs on our national program. Are you
And I
getting, is this a sponsored post? What is
no,
this?
it's not. But I will add on the previous one and on this one, we're going to add it in my referral code because I think
Which
that we
is what?
might get something. I don't know. I got to look it up. We're going to put it in the comments. So just check in the comments down there. But we both get something free out of it. So I mean, if you want to use it, use it. If you have
Wait,
another
who's
friend who has
both?
the
You
app,
and me?
well, me and the person who downloads the app
Oh,
who
okay.
doesn't already have it. So I mean, if you have a friend who has the app, use their promo code. That way they get the credit, you get the credit. But if you guys don't have a friend who has that app and you're going to download it, use my code. I'll get the credit, you'll get the credit. What
I
is the
guess I'm going to
credit?
use
I
your
have no
code
idea.
because I want to try this.
Another really cool thing, I don't know if it's nationwide or what states offer it, but if through Ohm Connect, OHAM Connect.com, what you do is you link that over to your electricity company. So, like me, I have Southern California Edison, you link it in and you
Yeah.
give it permission to do your stuff, and then it knows how much electricity you're using. Excuse me. And it knows how much electricity you're using, and they have like different ohm hours where they're trying to lower electricity use. Well, when you use less electricity, you earn like little tokens, and you can redeem the tokens for cash.
Oh,
Um,
I like those
I've
programs.
I've used it for 2 years, and I want to say that I've redeemed about like $22. So it's not a
Hey,
huge amount of money,
hey,
but I
that's
mean
money
it
in your
adds up.
pocket. That's a 5 foot
Yes.
long nacho and a few tacos and burritos and drinks. It's not bad. Any money is good money.
Right. Um,
Well, not well.
Now, last but not least, what I want to talk to you guys about is selling stuff and crap or whatever it is that you have tucked in the closet, clothes you don't wear, anything like that. So there's a lot of different things that you can do. There's eBay, there's OfferUp, there's Facebook Marketplace, there's little consignment stores. Buffalo Exchange is one of them, where you can actually take a bag of clothes. You gotta don't just toss everything in the bag. Look through it and say, you know what, this is legit, a decent shirt, or these are some jeans that I paid a good amount of money for, I never wear, or they don't fit me, I gained some weight, or these were my fat jeans and I'm never going to need them again. You can bring them in and you can sell them to them and they're going to pay you cash for them. Or you can go on and you can put them on eBay or you can put them on OfferUp or put them on Facebook Marketplace and you can sell them to your neighbors or people around. Just be careful where you meet the people at. And you know what, you guys, if you're going to sell an electronic on there, if you're going to sell like a phone or something, be really careful because you don't necessarily need to be afraid of the person. I wouldn't be afraid of the person. I'm going to be afraid that person's going to look at the phone to check it to see if it works and they're going to take off with it.
Uh-oh.
So guard your
Wait,
stuff.
what? Why
You
would?
okay,
Oh, I guess you
example.
have to
You
run.
and I meet up. I have the phone in my hand. You're like, "Does it work?" And I turn it on. So you turn it on or you put it in your hands, you take off running. You know, am I going to chase
Well,
you?
just
Heck yeah, I'm going to chase you. I'm going to tackle you and I'm going to get my stuff back. But
well, I would insure my phone, let them run off with it, because I obviously would have another phone and film that. Hey, come back, and then just go to the police and then collect my insurance money. So you just gave me even more money than what I was
it
selling it for.
doesn't necessarily work like that. It's an old phone that's no longer insured. I mean, if it was your
Oh,
active phone, then I
this
mean
country
that's one
gives you
thing.
good insurance on
Insurance.
devices. Yeah,
So,
I pay for I insure all my devices because I never know if they're going to get stolen or broken or whatnot.
well, I mean,
So
I'm talking about like things that you have at home that you're no longer using, which I don't think would really be insured anymore. But like me, I have
yeah,
two old iPhones sitting in a drawer. So right now,
I
if I
get
needed some quick cash,
blanket coverage.
blank
Oh
coverage.
wait, you have an old
If I needed,
iPhone? What numbers?
I don't even know. One still is like my one from 2 iPhones ago. So I mean, it's
Yeah,
probably
but what is
within
that? Like an
5 years old.
8?
It
Is
still
it
has
an
a
8?
button on the front. I don't know. To be honest, I have no idea.
Okay.
Um,
Find out.
and so I mean, you can go and you can sell these things, but like I said, be very careful because it happens. People will meet you, they'll take it, um, and they'll run away with it. Then you just lost that thing and you lost the money. So just be
Don't
careful where
scare
you
the
meet the
people.
people. No, people need to know this. People need
Does
to
it
know
happen
that
though?
they need to be careful. It happens. It happens all the time. So
Really?
people need to be aware of that. And you can't trust everybody. So when you go to sell, just be careful. Meet in a public space. Don't meet at their house. Don't have them meet you at your house. Meet them in a public space like a Starbucks or something like that. I know right now with the corona and everything going on, it's going to be very difficult, but keep that in mind. Now, another thing too, eBay is nice because you're doing it online. You don't ever have to meet somebody in person. But if you're doing something else like an OfferUp or a Facebook Marketplace, you are going to meet the person, face to face. So just keep that in mind. Also, keep in mind how they pay you. Easiest thing to do is just ask them for cash.
Cash.
Yes, because they can use like a Venmo or they can use a PayPal. But if they, transfer the money, so say they have their Venmo linked to their credit card and they pay you for the item. So say I'm selling you my phone for $200, right? You say, okay, well, I'll Venmo you right now, and you have it linked to a credit card. Well, you go through and you mark it as fraudulent and you dispute that charge. Well, you have the phone in your hand, and then PayPal or Venmo then takes the money away from me and puts it back to your credit card. And
Yeah, but
you
then you can
automatically
call
are
and
going to
dispute it.
win. You can't because there's no signature form, there's no evidence that you are the person that actually made that charge.
Yeah, but then you don't have your device. So I mean, you could go to the police and file a report against this person, and
But
then
you don't know
give
who the
them.
person is.
But you've got their Venmo ID, so they can connect it.
Yeah, but then
So
it's your word
there's
against
a way.
mine.
It'll give you problems, but there's always a way to still go ahead and dispute that they fraudulently did that, and
Don't give
then
these
it'll
people
take.
false ideas, Freddie, because what I'm telling you is try not to do it, you guys. Try us to do cash only because you
No, but
can get this
but that's
problem.
not a false idea. If you try to say it's a fraud and I gave you my phone and now you have my phone and you took the money back from me, I'm going to the police and telling him this guy he gave me his Venmo number, and he paid me with it, but then he just said it was a fraud charge and now he has my phone. So now he's stolen my property and he's committed fraud at the same time. That's what I
And
would
I'm
do.
going to tell you, good luck getting it back at $200. The police probably aren't going to do a big investigation on that. The
Uh,
credit card company is going to say it's $200. We're not going to do a big investigation on this. You're not going to get your merchandise back, and you're not going to get your money. So, moral of the story here, long story short, try to do cash. If you can't, you can't. But keep that
uh,
in mind. Try to do cash. It's the easiest way to do it. But I
okay.
mean, that's just a few things that I would recommend. Quick ways to make a couple of extra bucks. Um, do you have anything else in there that you can think
Nope.
of?
Just to like, comment, and subscribe. We're trying to get to more than 100 subscribers. So if you can, click that subscribe button.
We would
Thanks for
really
joining us,
appreciate
guys.
it if you would hit that subscribe button.
Yeah,
And if you guys like our video, give us a thumbs
thumbs
up.
up.
If you absolutely hate it, give us a thumbs down. Either way, let us know how we're doing. And if you guys have any questions, comments, feedback, anything like that, leave it in the comments below. It's very beneficial to us, and we really do enjoy that. And we love reading your comments and responding to some of them. So if you have anything that you want in there, or other ways to make money, quick ways to make money that are legal, please. Or if you have
Yeah,
had any experiences too with any of this, let us know. But thanks for joining us,
yeah.
guys.
Bye bye.
From the Fernando and Freddy Show.
Why isn't my name first?